Wonder. See, it's attractive. See, the whole world is going to wonder whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. So the beast on which the woman sits is a complex composite showing very different but related things. This beast that John saw used to exist but appears no longer to exist. But it has 7 heads and 10 horns. Second, we are told it will reappear out of the very depths of hell. Third, its destiny is utter destruction, perdition. When it is destroyed, it will never appear again, as we mentioned from Daniel. And everybody, the fourth point, everybody is going to be awestruck by the beast. Just as John was. Fifth, we are told that this great harlot sits on 7 mountains, as Rome does. The only other city to sit on 7 mountains or 7 hills is San Francisco. And what a place that is. 6, there are 7 kings. As distinct from the 7 hills, there are 7 kings. So the 7 mountains are a location, and the 7 kings are 7 heads of state. Revelation 17:19, here's the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sits. Then the 7th point, there are 7 kings, but 5 are fallen. So there's 7, but 5 are fallen. That means they're history. And once again, we won't concern ourselves. But the verse is Revelation 17:10. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short while. And then a really confusing verse. Revelation 17:11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition. So, we've got a period of time now where there is this beast that is, but he's behind the scenes. We have no idea who it is at this point. I know other people have ideas, but we don't know. And then we have the final one. The other is not yet come. We are waiting his appearance. And this 8th beast is one of the last 2. And I would say the last one. And the 8th, the 7th and the 8th have something in common. So it is said, the 8th is of the 7th. And what this is telling us is this 7th beast, this Antichrist, is completely taken over by Satan. Satan takes up his residence in him. Therefore, he's totally evil, spirit empowered and transformed. He in fact becomes a new creation. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the 7th and the 8th are the same. The reason they are the same is that the 7th was just a normal evil man. But then Satan came out of the pit and indwelt in him fully, making him the Antichrist. So he was a new creation, as it were. And then we have Revelation 13:2. The dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. You see what happens? So he's actually indwelling this person. Revelation 12:9 defines the dragon. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. So the dragon, the old serpent, the devil and Satan are one and the same. And this new creation is none other than Antichrist. So Satan gets exactly what he has always wanted from the time of Eden right up to the time of Christ. He wanted personal worship from human beings, and the Antichrist is going to get that. Satan would never allow a mere man to stand in front of him and accept the worship which he craves. You know, if you want to see, you know, Matthew 4 verses 8 and 9, you know, Satan told Christ, I will give you all the kingdoms of the world if you will bow down and worship me. I've given all these things numbers. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but when you're reading it, it will help. The beast and Antichrist is identified as a man. Revelation 13:18 tells us that the beast is a man. We are told that according to numerology, his name when translated from letters into figures adds up to 666. And you could go and spend your real money and find they got loads and loads of people whose names add up to 666. But it says there in Revelation 13:18, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. Now several of the titles of the Pope also add up to 666. We also have a second end-time beast. He looks like a lamb but speaks as a dragon. The false prophet is able to perform certain miracles in the presence of the Antichrist because the Antichrist is completely indwelt by Satan. And that was Revelation 13:11. I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So there were, you know, when we said the beast had 7 heads and 10 horns, well, the 10 horns on the beast on which the woman sat, we're told are 10 kings. As I said earlier, that's why the New World Order split up the world into 10.